Hey, I appreciate you. Thanks for joining. I'm listening to music currently, but I will be turning the music off within probably the next few matches or so, especially if you stick around, because I don't want you to just have to watch gameplay. I could actually teach you about this game if you want to learn, show you where I'm making mistakes, where the team made mistakes, but I was probably not. Just taking opportunities. Sometimes you're going to see some pretty epic wins, maybe some pretty epic losses, and they may even go in my favor, you know? So stick around. But I'm listening to music trying to catch a vibe because I don't fuck with this game community. That's why I turned my headset off the whole time when I was talking. But I appreciate you. I just wanted you.
Let's rock and roll! We damaged their armor! Track hit! Sliced through their armor like a pizza cutter!
Hey guys, you like that? Hold on, let me mute this before I get a strike. Hey guys, I appreciate the new viewer, by the way. First and foremost, I appreciate you, all of you. But you see how we actually survived that? We probably still would have survived that. That guy wasn't very good. Separated him from his Overwatch, and he really had no chance. Maybe he would have got a couple shots in. But you see how the game completely changed once those two supporting tanks came over that hill and went to the backside. Now, I was going to flank around that train, but he saw the flank going behind that train. That's why I just chose to just spin the tank and just put the frontal armor to him instead of trying to make a play off of that. But yeah, hey, I appreciate you, man. Let's get back into it. I think I fucked off enough. I just got shot trying to waste time and get shit in gear here. That dude's gonna peek again, for sure. But I'm gonna change angles here. Motherfuckers. Dude, this is why I can't stand this game, though. People play it like a bunch of fucking pussies. Fuck, man. It's fucking ridiculous, is what it is. Can't fucking do dick, dude.
Sliced through their armor like a pizza cutter!
Is that fucking dude still alive? Holy shit. It's because they don't know how to actually participate, though. A lot of people waiting for points to be gotten for them, which creates a lack of pressure capability from the beginning. But a lot of the better players know that that's what they want, because me, myself, as a better player, I know the more time you give me to reload bullet after bullet, the more chance I have to take out as many of you as I fucking can.
Guys, pierced their armor!
bunch of idiots, man. Afraid of actual confrontation, you know? If it ain't free points, they're running from it. That's why that guy just jumped in the water. He probably could have survived long enough to maybe even get a missile attempt after that first missile that he tried to get me with. He knew his minigun wasn't going to have much of a chance. Or his machine, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Same with these dudes. These dudes could pick off all four of them tanks and then probably make it to that fucking base before that guy caps it because they just want to sit around. Oh, wow. I just fucking wasted my bullet. Whatever. Oh, it's not right bumper anymore. See how, and how, look how little I actually did there. And I'm still top third. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's not even worth treating the game as a competitive based game anymore. People fighting for the rewards boards are clowns. It's what you do in the match. We all know how fucking dumb them rewards boards are. It's about what you did in the match. That's the, you know what I mean? If you're gonna fight for the rewards board, why don't you just fight for the main reason you even get the rewards board? Because of what you did in the match. That's why I can do absolutely nothing, but I did it, and I'll still get top third of the board. Maybe even as the first one dead.
Did you get the feeling somebody has it in for us?
Because they can't share the points that I can't get myself between enough of them for any of them to actually make a significant difference in the outcome. That's why I'm still, my kills worth, my deflections worth, right there at the top of the board with the other guys who have the same amount or double it with 0 deflection, 0 assist, 0 anything other than damage. They didn't actually make an impact in the game. They waited for a free point, just like them guys trying to true vision me from them little positions that take 5 to 10 seconds to get to. And then you just wait for the tanks that are probably going to drive. That's one of the reasons why a lot of these players quit driving up to the positions they're supposed to go to. Because of the opposition that they have to deal with. They can't handle themselves in it. They're afraid of it. Maybe both. And they just chose to avoid it. You know, find a way around it. And that's not going to help them. Why? Because now you left all these players up here, the ones that will play the game to whatever percentage of participation. They're up there to play the game, and then they're left to play a whole different fucking game, right? Now imagine the game, how the games would go if it was genuinely 15 versus 15 like it used to be when there were 10 to 15 tanks and 50% of the map on either side of the spawn fighting each other. Together, right? It was different. These people suck. They can't tell me they've gotten better at the game because no matter how many points more than you're getting from years ago, you're doing worse things in the game and you're actually doing worse in the game. Because all them extra points you're getting, they're not even your points. You just went from getting 2 kills on the front line to not even being able to have 2 kills given to you as Overwatch. How are you becoming a better player?
Back to the sewer.
You know what I mean? I get it. It's easier to play the game when you won't actually play it. But some people aren't going to do that because that takes away from the actual development that they are as a player, right? I'm not going to get off of the front line. I don't care if there's 1 person beside me or 15 or 14 people beside me. I'm going to be the spear of that front line likely as well. Why? Because that's what the fuck's going to evolve me as a player. All that waiting for points to be gotten for you by another player, that shit is not going to help you become a better player. That's why they went from 2 kills earned on the front line to not even being able to get 2 kills for free as Overwatch. Because they are devolving as a skill, you know, the capability of the player. Trust me, you can't have you know, the community collectively trying to pretend that I'm the weak link here, right? When in reality, one, you guys got a collective. Your only argument is, oh, you go out there and die first, right? I'm still top third of the board every time. What the fuck does it matter when I die? You've been alive the whole fucking time, did absolutely nothing, but you're worried about the guy who died first. What the fuck kind of sense does that make? When I die, at least you know shit hit the fan. More help than you've done again. But you're the MVP on the team is crazy, you know? I don't fight for, that's why I say I don't fight for first place, man. I look for fourth place. That's the position that proves you can make an impact while helping others make more impact. You know, regardless if you can prove to still be better or not, you're the one that proved you were a genuine supportive player and still making impact. Now, obviously, you can by chance just occasionally acquire a fourth place position and make you feel like you did that, but when you can get it as consecutively as I do, it's because I know how to play the game. I know how the others are playing the game, and it ultimately just comes down to a kind of slight guess factor of, okay, who's doing what from what position. It'll never happen, Red Mouse. Get your priorities right, my guy. You want me to follow you? You don't even fucking go nowhere. How am I supposed to yeah, let me just follow you nowhere. That sounds, yeah. Let me just start being a follower today to do that. You're a fucking idiot, sir. Don't ever waste your time on the emote wheel on me again, please.
Let's get this show on the road.
You get embarrassed twice again next time. Follow you. Yeah. Why don't you tell me how many times you reload this game? Do that. And if it's above 12, maybe I'll consider it next time. I don't even care where you're at on the map. If you reload your gun more than 12 times and you don't have some bullshit fucking gun that's going to do that in a minute. Let me see your reload time as soon as you shoot. If you're the man out here and you need to be, and you should be followed by clearly a bigger man than you, just like not in size or stature, you know what I mean? But listen, some people piss rivers. Some people piss streams, you know what I mean? Oh boy, this guy fucked up. That's a free kill, boys. Oh, you think you're gonna ram me, dude? I'm the king of driving out here, dude. I'm gonna come over there and T-bone the fuck out of you now. Oh shit. Oh, spin left so that can go a little where I want it. He'll come around this side likely, try and get my back. Nope, he bailed. What an idiot. He would have had my backside. Would have had much better, higher chance of penetration rate because he had my backside. I can't really penetrate the front of my own tank that well. Here they come. BAM! Sucker! I told you. I told you. You could have walked away from it. You think I don't play this game? Huh? You think I just show up once in a while and embarrass you occasionally? No, I fucking do this, sir. No alt needed. No mic hiding. You know who you're dealing with, and you still can't deal with it. That's almost more embarrassing than being able to deal with a mystery. Because you don't know the enemy's skills. You guys, you know what I mean? You guys don't really know each other's skills. You all have by default playstyles. You're in a fucking overpowering fight up there and you're losing. You know what I mean? Whoop, whoop. There's the solved mystery. You guys are fucking whack. And you still can't beat the other whack players. That's crazy. Look at these fucking idiots. Oh my god, bro. People are genuinely scared of a video game? That's crazy. Nah, you know you suck at more than life when you're hiding from a video game experience. When you're choosing to be on it. That's wild. That's wild, people. I can't even imagine myself ever. Ain't no way. That's really the only problem with this game, though, is the lack of participation of the other players. If they had a ranked mode that was one human versus 15 robots, and the robots changed their level of skill and playstyle as you climbed the rank based system, it would be way better. It's not that difficult. I've already thought of this long time ago. The test of your skill, you'd find out if you're a two kill a game player when you can't beat two of the 15 robots. You know what I mean? You can't even beat two of the 15 robots scattered around a 100 square map as one tank. And you can't make it out of bronze. Yeah, you don't. You know what I mean? Quit coming to public matches, having people play the game for you, and then trying to pretend you're a two kill a game player because you're not. Not even against the worst of bots being unsupported by each other. It's just shit game now, you know. There's no real participation or skill implemented anymore. It's all by defaults. People looking for freebies to pretend they're not fake, even though they're phony as fuck.
These tin cans should be a piece of cake.
It doesn't matter. All them heavies are gonna be wasted asset. You'll see one player playing for all 10 others, and that'll be how that side goes. They'll lose the castle because they'll never even get in it. These guys will lose the northeast because, well, they're not even here to help me, and I doubt I'm gonna beat anything more than 5 tanks on my own. 4 tanks, if they're bad and they position poorly, I could beat. Especially in this tank. I've beaten 2 Object 477As by myself in this tank. I don't, you know what I mean? It's not like I can't fuck around on this motherfucker.
It's showtime.
Should have aimed at myself. I knew Jarvis was gonna dick me. I probably shouldn't even pull up here, but I want to see if there's anybody else. Fuck. Oh, he's getting ready for a shot, I think. Nice, that'll work. We'll rotate around this way now. That's alright. You're not going anywhere safe. You're gonna drive right in front of me again. Nice.
Any other weapons we could try?
Awesome. He's trying like hell to get back to me.
Slice through their armor like a pizza cutter. Nailed it. Penetration.
Oh wow, he pulls right up in front of me, dude. I get it. You need the high ground to get that angle, but there was what are you doing? You could have turned left, been closer to your next point of opportunity. No, I think you diabolically, personally chose to consciously get in my way and fuck around and find out that I'm still gonna get half of that kill, even though you 4 want to eventually show up.
We damaged their armor. We can't move. This is how I feel after too much pizza. We don't get to attack. Slice through their armor like a pizza cutter.
gosh, I fucked up. I wanted to turn my camera faster than I should have. And then I missed the shot, delaying myself. But what did I tell you was going to happen, guys? I guess I don't know how to play this game, you know? Or I don't know how the game's about to be played before I even play it, or try to play it for that matter. You know, it's stupid, man. I feel like running around like a wild man. Let's see how many bullets can get shot at us and we not die. Let's go practice our evasiveness. Go chase a chicken real quick, you know what I mean? Type shit. Alright. My fault, I was stretching. It's a good stretch, though. Felt good. I don't know if it was because I, like, talked my way through it or what, but it was pretty good. Real Ted Tokes 444, like and subscribe, by the way. Remember when I used to do that 7 years ago, guys? 10 years? How long have I played now? I don't even know. Well, we'll look at it later. I think it's been like 9 years. Maybe 10. I don't know. I want to say I started in like 2014. I don't know. I don't remember. Oh shit. My fucking stool flipped over and almost fell because I was leaning on it like it was a skateboard. Alright, let's go practice our evasive maneuvers, boys. Show these folks that they can't shoot shit. And if we had their POV, it was probably an auto-locked straightaway if they did hit us. Oh, who's this? Get some foo. He helped us last time, I think. Or he fucked us over so that he could help himself. I don't really remember. We'll fine-tune that with this one here. This one match will prove it all. Right, guys? T-bone steak coming in. Hold on, it's only rare right now. I don't like to get people sick because of their poor life choices. Alright, let me start shooting before I lose my chance to get any points. T-bone! Oh my, I'm gonna give it to him anyways. My chicken. We knew this though. Watch out! I tried to save you, dude. But you wanted to stay in the way. Yep. Classic little flank ski right here, boys. Let's get some big scout badge. Big scout badge, man. Where they at? Where they at? Where are they at? Not around. What a bunch of fucking losers. Do they even play this game when they get on it anymore? By the way, team, we got two mediums making their way fully through the city now. That base side flank east AB line, you're going to be in trouble there, mediums. You might want to get your shit together and prove that you actually know how to play the game pretty soon. Because you're going to run out of time, too. Hold on, spaceman, just buy time. There you go, good finish, though, good finish. I was going to come over there and squeeze him out for you. Well, it's not really your fault that they want to do the same thing they do in every match, which is do nothing from the same spot they did it last time. Alright? Yeah. Yeah. Just my best advice, look, I know, you know, we're emotional creatures. I feel the same way about it, dude. I'd like to say it worse than I do, right, as regularly as I do. But the reality is, man, there's a very, very abundant game to play, even without the participation of the other players. Sometimes it requires you waiting, but you know, most of the time you can create opportunity because they want points, right? They don't like the fact that they know they have to sit around to get themselves points. You can bait their points. Eventually, one of that group over there will come over here to help this light tank because it might even be a friend of theirs and they don't want to see someone like me beat them. Which could be you as well. Look, he's even going to bring us to the points that we're going to need if we can survive. Nice. Right. No, I get it. Yeah. I know what you're mad about, dude. Trust me. The dying, I had a 1%. I had 50,000 matches played in World War mode, 50,000 plus matches played in Cold War, and I had a 1% survive rate. I knew I'm going into matches die. I don't care if I die first. I'm still top third of the board even when I do most of the time. Me dying first has nothing to do with why I'm mad. I get it, dude. The fact of the matter is they chose to play this game, and then when they got on it, they chose to not play it. That pisses a motherfucker off who actually wants to play it. Yeah. Mhm. Well, that's because they need they need about at least 2 to 3 players on the team that actually impact the game, so that there can be a path, and it's not just, oh, this meteor is going to strike down soon. You know, there's a little cover. You know, whatever. That was a bad analogy, but you know, the game's not just going to go one way every time like it does all the time. Those 3 players in the match are actually creating the game. You know, like a lot of what happens, like all them points that you're getting them, and then you die and you're mad because you can't keep getting yourself points. It's because they're not actually helping, right? They're helping themselves. That's bullshit. They shouldn't be doing that. There's no reason for you to think you're good at the game and then try to act like you're good at the game because you're at the top of the board and you fucking scammed your whole team to do it. That's why I said many a times, give these people a ranked mode. All they need to prove they're not even a 2 kill a game player is give them a ranked mode. 1 human versus 15 robots, and the robots change their level of skill and play style. There's no way you don't have a chance at getting some points against 15 robots in 1v1s and scattered in a fucking 100 square map. You have a chance to prove how good you are. And then they get better. Maybe there's groups of 3 over here, here, here. And eventually you're fighting half a team. And you climb up these ranks and you'll prove how good of a player you are. All these players getting backseat points, that shit pisses people off that actually want to play the game. I know. Yeah, no, I know. And then when you die, it's like, fuck, man. Well, I can't do it for them anymore. And I know what's about to happen now. They're going to lose because I'm not out there making the impact that was even necessary for them to be making the impact they're making. And that shit's annoying. That's why I said World of Tanks needs a bad players lobby. Those players that want to scam each other for their points, let them go learn how to scam each other for their points. The players that actually want to play the game, let them players play together so that they can play the game. Because the reality of it is, me as no matter level of skill player I am, I know that I can't get better at this game until I have a game to play that makes me better. I already know I can beat this tank or that tank in this situation or that situation. I need to be able to start learning how to operate my tank when there is an actual battle going on. I got tanks surrounded all over the place, got enemies surrounded all over the place, teammates surrounded all over the place, and people have to learn how to actually operate themselves. And that's what they're afraid of. That's why the game is strictly an Overwatch-based community. You have a very few selective player base of a percentage of that community that will actually play the game, and the developers know that. So they're going to utilize that so that they put that shit with the other players that need you for them to be able to get points. Otherwise, the games would be stale as fuck. 15 people shooting at nothing all fucking game until they end up getting shot by somebody they can't even fucking see anymore because they won't join or participate in the battle to find enemies and overcome them as a challenger would want to, trying to prove they're better. The fucking game is whack now. A beautiful, another beautiful fucking map of opportunity. And you have nothing but base squatters, spawn campers. It's tiring, you know? That's why I don't stream this game. You know, this is very rare, but that's because I don't like playing it in my off time either. This is not a game I play for fun anymore. This is a game I'll get on to prove that I can still pull off some shit, still get better at the game. Probably still make some foolish mistakes because I'm a risk taker, actually trying to develop myself in the game and not do the same thing I already did over and over again.
Enemy vehicle on fire.
See, that's the difference. I never want to be this. I never want to be a 7v1 and taking 3 minutes to do it type of player. Same thing that just happened over here. But I can't call myself a part of that because I was never with that group. They showed up to my fight. Thank you very much. Those are facts, not some biased opinion of a delusional man. Or crazy person, if that was betterly worded for you, the way you wanted to hear it.
We've reached the enemy base.
This fucking game is whack, dude. The players are whack. I'm glad they don't have a ranked mode. Could you imagine letting players like this get away with calling themselves Grandmaster Tankers? That would be absurdity. You would be the laughingstock of any competitive-based fucking game. Which is why you are. And you have a dedicated clown to make sure that you realize that. Because you are laughing. You're a joke. You're a joke of a community. You choose to get on a game for how many hours a day and then not even play it? You're in match for probably maybe 70% of the time you're playing, okay? Whether dead or alive. You're in match probably 70% of the time you're playing. And then you play for 20% of that time to 50% of that time. Whether it was because you were waiting for opportunity to be given to you, or you finally by default had opportunity given to you because of the challenge of the enemies.
They're hit.
It's fucking stupid, man. It's a waste of people's time. Like, I'm not gonna get better playing like this. This is...
Enemy is hit.
Oh, that was a bad angle, but that let him get the kill, so that's cool. I know I don't need it. I got 2 of them already. Oh. Third right here. I'll time it with that 2005 that just died.
One of our tanks.
Because, you know, that happens
What are you doing?
quite a
Defuse
bit
that boat.
these days. People are dropping in the game.
Didn't penetrate your armor. We finished him off. Great job.
I've literally killed half of the human teams on my own at times. They're not good at the game. Most of them are just situationally decent. Or situationally capable, right? But that's not what makes a great player. The great player is the person that can become capable in a worthless situation. The guy that can create value in the non-valuables, you know, those unvaluable moments that probably mean the downfall or at least the negative impact soon to come, right? They're not the players that are going to be able to change that from happening because they're reactive players. At best, they'll maintain it, right? Because that's all you can do if you're a reactive player. You can only at best maintain it. As a proactive player, at worst, you might have made it worse. But regardless if a player can get 1,000, 2,000, 6,000, 10,000, doesn't matter, right? First off, if you don't have the assist or the deflection to go with it that says you actually were earning those points, they were likely earned for you. Why? Because you had no real challenge to get those points, clearly shown by your stats. Secondly, for those people that think that damage matters, okay, first off, it wouldn't even matter if you actually got that damage. Why? Because there's an entire fucking team, and guess what? The worst tanks on the team, the other 14 players, if they're good enough, could make sure that that guy gets the kill of every 15 other fucking players. Why? Because that's the reality of the possibilities. That's a genuine possibility. If you're good enough, you could make the worst tank and player on the fucking team get 75 or more percent of the fucking enemy damage. And most of the team, 75% of your teammates would have probably still got their kill out of it. Maybe only 1,000 damage up to for each. But they'd have got their kill ribbon, would have got some shots in, played the game. You don't have to shoot to be good at the game. Shooting is just a part of surviving. Just like the hiding is part of their surviving. But shooting is more thriving than surviving, right? Until you get to like the point where you're just a murderer, right? There's defending, right? There's protecting, and then there's just a, you know. So you have to find that fine line sometimes. That this guy might get it. These guys might get it. All right, I'm out of here. Ain't nobody helping him. He's about to die. This guy's right here the whole fucking time. Never saw a bullet come from him once. That is incredible shit, man. I'm telling you, dude. This game is dead. Can you believe at one point in my life I wanted to see this game be in a competitive, big fucking screen competition tournament style fucking event? Could have had so many crazy fucking teams from these clans invited to this event. Filled the fucking stands with people who just wanted to have a good time, you know? The sad part is the gaming community, that internet influencer shit, that shit's gonna come to an end. I don't see it lasting more than 10 years with AI being implemented. You think, they're not worried about your fucking... They're not worried about having AI deliver pizzas so you can't. They need you stuck delivering pizzas so you ain't doing what they want to do. That's if you're even on the mind frame to do the type of shit that other people are doing. Most of you won't do anything but what somebody did for you.
We got him.
Which is why society has taken a dark turn. And you let one, alleged crazy man change the entire course of humanity. All because you guys don't know how to actually control your lives.
Nice shot.
It's kind of fucked up. You just let these people run all over you because it's tough to win a 1v2 against two 107s. We gave them a good show though, you know what I mean? We gave a good fight, but that's a tough fight right there. Plus, I don't really care. Good to see you're still doing a live stream. Yeah, for sure, Lunar. If you're still here, man, I appreciate. Sorry, I didn't notice the chat. By the way, I've been kind of on a little rambling phase since I turned my music off and just started mucking about here. Yeah, playing a little World of Tanks. Console edition, by the way, if you didn't know. I don't know if I put it on the thing. A lot of people come in and be like, but yeah, I don't care. If you want to see PC, go watch PC. I'm just here to play tanks, man. Oh, shoot. I got another crappy team. Watch them not prove me wrong again. Alright, seriously, guys, though, I got 2 viewers right now. You guys might want to get your shit together, or else the world might start to learn that you guys are actually pretty trash at this game. And if you're not, well, you have a hard time showing that you actually play the game. You know, some of us play it, but only so much. You don't even play it, you know, and you've been in your tank, capable and able the whole time. And yet, then there at the rewards board, you get to see the guy who died first up there with you. It's almost interesting stuff. Alright, enough goofing off. You guys gotta lock in, because the enemies are actually better than you. I done looked at the names, and you guys are about to get washed. You think I'm joking? Okay, are you gonna... Okay, I don't know... Hold on, first off, hey, chat, can you hear this guy? Okay, besides that... Okay, second... Hold on, no, because I want to continue this conversation with you. You think you're spitting hot fire, but you want to look at more than just a win rate statistic that is based off of the 14 other trash players that I have to carry every fucking game. Because I'm not like one of you bums who got to pretend winning and getting a win rate is what makes you a good player. Right? So why don't you look at them other stats? Pull your stats up, put them right next to mine, and compare every single one of them. Go ahead. I'll sit over here and let them play the game while you do it. With you. Go ahead. You don't even have to be damaged. Stay over here and do it. No, quit moving around. Why are you afraid to look? You afraid to look? I don't need to look. I already know I'm beating you in everything but maybe time survived. You're a fucking bum, sir. I could throw 7 games and still outdamage you by the 10th. Fuck is you talking about? Worry about your win rate. Don't worry about my win rate, buddy. I'm why these teams even get to win. You're why we lose as many as we lose. Because you're here for a win rate and not a fucking owning of the game. You gotta be best, right? Proving that you can win a game only matters so much when you're the decider, not us. We are the deciders who wins the game. So I'm not gonna sit here and compare win rates with a peasant who thinks that's even important here. Go back to Decoy and tell him how fucking smart you are and why your stats are better than ours. I don't need to talk shit. The stats are talking shit for me. I'm just relaying exactly what the fuck they already say. No, I had a pretty good father most of my life, actually. No, well, my behavior is not my father's problem. I've been on my own since about 16. They may have, you know, been out there as... I guess. Okay. I'm sorry you have to go to your neighbor's house for a cup of sugar and to figure out how your fucking roof is still leaking. Okay? But we don't live in shanty shacks, okay? I own mine. I pay other people's bills even. You think I'm worried about what you think of me, dude? You think I give a fuck what type of upbringing and challenges I have in my life? You think I care what you think about that? You're a fucking idiot foreigner, dude. Stay an idiot, uneducated. Continue your life as a peasant, sir. I think you may deserve it and might even find a way to enjoy it because you are not very smart. I'm not you did this to yourself, sir. You did this to yourself, sir. Sorry. No, that was an accident. No, that was really an accident. Yeah, no, it was an impulsive thought that I thought at the last second because I seen you pop up in my POV. And because you were still doing it to yourself, I just wanted to show you how much of it you were doing it to yourself. You see, I never did that if you didn't inspire that idea, right? See how the world works? I'm not mad, dude. What? Come on, man. I've been playing this game since the day I found out how to make dice. What is you talking about, buddy? Deal me cards. I don't care if it's 2 or 5 and I could throw 2 away. I don't care. I'm not here for damage. I'm here to play the fucking game, dude. What? I told you I could throw 7 out of 10 of my matches on damage and still outdo you by the 10th. Because I know how to play the game. I know how to deflect enough bullets to get me more damage than you can get gotten for yourself for free, you fucking idiot. Dude. Yeah, I got another 50 fucking plus thousand on another game mode. You want to look at them stats too? Probably better than yours as well, and I ain't played that one in fucking 7 years. You know why? Because of trash players like you who think you're fucking good at it. You're not. What are you haven't told me your stats to say you're good at it, let alone better than me. All you've mentioned was my win rate. My amount of matches played and win rate. Okay? That's pretty good having 14 jackasses here only helping themselves while I play the game my way. Are you an idiot, sir? Is this your first time at this fucking carnival? Sir, just keep your tutu on and push the pedals on your bike, please. I don't need any abusive... What? If I hadn't abused... Do you think I was the one being abused? First off, do you think I was the one being abused? Listen, they may have tried. Trust me. I can tell you personally, I know. They may have tried. But, sir, I have never been a bitch in my life, and nor have I been bitched, even by people who think they've been bitching me. No. 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 I can be muted. You're voluntarily taking that. That's not abuse, you fucking idiot. Abuse is something you can't fucking avoid. You know what I mean? You can't mute me? Oh yeah, let's look at damage like I didn't fucking sit around and shoot at nothing all fucking game. You're an idiot, dude. Why are you talking still? Yeah. First off, I have 3,000 damage with 822 assists and 2 kills. You have 8,000 damage with 543 assists and 1 kill. Sir, you did not help the team. You're welcome, though. I hope your mindset takes you places in life, because I need people like that to walk all the fuck over. Shut up, sir. Hit X so we can play again together. Hit X. Hit X! Shut up! Or put your money up, son! Alright, see you later, buddy. You're probably not going to be in my match, but I want you to know I love you still. You're just a disappointment. Okay, guys, what kind of fucking idiot tries to say somebody's bad at the game by bringing up their match count and their win-loss rate? Do you think my match count and my win-loss rate is dictated by me and my skill? No. He saw every other stat and had nothing to fucking bitch about or try to throw a jab about, so he chose that. Because that is the worst thing. Unless you want to look at my climbing every 30 days survive rate. Wow, people are more than ever trying to scam me for my points. Are you kidding me? These people are whack at the game. If they weren't, we wouldn't consecutively get better every 30 days in every statistic. Not just some fucking damage per game and time survived like most of these fucking peasants are working on. See, I can give the guy a couple points, still beat him even without them showing up, but because they're gonna show up, I probably could have survived that fight with like 3/4 health, like max lost. I gave him 2 shots of damage and 2 shots of deflection, one on purpose for the deflection, but that was before he did all of what he did. That's why I gave him the auto lock chance. If the bullet hit him, cool. If not, that's the chance I was taking, giving him the auto lock shot. I knew the angle it was shooting, the type of tank it was. That was the chance I was taking. Could have sat behind that carcass and got pretty much free cover. But I'm going to play the game, right? Because now, instead of taking that by default that would have gave me a far better experience, a far better outcome, I put myself in a situation that made me either, fight or flight. I have to evolve, prove that I could outdo the situation. And because of me doing that to myself over and over and over and over again, as I have many a times, whether it's because I'm tired of seeing the team that's not playing the game and I don't want to play that match with them, because I know there's another 5 out of 10 of my matches where I'll get good matches and better participating teammates with, right? Whatever the reason is that I just don't want to fucking play or don't do good. Sometimes it's because I don't do good and I tried to do good. But I wanted you guys to know that that was a specific choice that I made. I could have took an easier route, but I didn't. I knew my chance was likely able to get blown up by the first missile or bullet that Merc 2B was going to send at me. I knew that chance. Just like I knew that the bullet would get blocked by a carcass because you can't shoot through carcasses. So he'd have had to hit like my hatch or some shit, some piece of metal that I gave him that was penetratable. Which wouldn't have been much because I would have been able to use that carcass.
Let's do this.
I'm not going that side. That's a death trap with this team. You'll get no genuine participation, which means as a light tank. And this is the reason why a lot of the light tanks won't light tank anymore, is because you don't get any support, and then it's just a matter of what you can do as a light tank. And you've seen that happen many matches if you've watched them. Oh, thought I could hit that as a jump. Glad I didn't hurt myself though. I'm glad they didn't just send a pop shot through that smoke at that hilltop and hit me, because in ranked mode we used to do that. Do that kind of shit all the fucking time. Because it's an easy way to just get points that you didn't actually earn, and then you're doing better than you made yourself be. I'll go back through this smoke, stay away from the overwatch. If I had reloaded before through the smoke, I would have been able to get a second stack into that probably. I gotta dodge this if I fuck it. Second guy missed though, that's good. The second attempted shooter. We got a 186 going, boys. We got a 186 going.
Focus attention here.
Come on, guys. Do you even know what that means? Nah, you got it. Or got trouble making friends, maybe, Why don't you think of that before you start getting judgmental, you piece of shit? because I know fucking radio code. I know just shit together. I got a computer with fucking screen share on it. I must be a scammer.
They're hit.
Come on, man! This bullshit ass fucking game would just participate, please. How you got 5 fucking tanks over here, not even including myself in those numbers, and you're getting beat by 3 tanks. And now a light tank comes to join. Yeah, you guys just lost. Awesome.
0 penetration.
There's no way I'm saving you here. Even if I distract him until I'm dead, and he'll still probably kill you. Look at this support though. Look at this. Look at this, guys. I'm almost gonna give this guy my points because this. What was we just talking about? Some matches aren't worth proving you're better than them. You know, let them think they just beat you. Next match, they may even go easier because they think they're above you. And boom, now they're sitting there, ego shattered, mind shell-shocked, just contemplating life and all the choices it's made up to that point. You know what I mean? That's why I liked that banner bounty mode. When you got to play, every time you died, you respawned back in. And I was first place every fucking game. Why? Because if you're going off of the impact made per time played, you're not more of a first place player than I am. I'm sorry. I don't care if I did my absolute worst I ever did. That's not me being biased either. I'm not trying to, be mean or one up myself or, it's as patronizing to me as it is to use because I know I'm not even that good, right? Like, I know, okay, here's the difference. I'm looking at it as not in my worst as in, I made bad choices because I'm looking at it as, and I made all the right choices, but I was in my worst situation, one of the worst situations. You know what I mean? That's how I was looking at it. Because there's many matches where I've had 8 tanks and heavies trying to dogpile my Leopard 2A5, and it takes them 3 fucking minutes when any one of those tanks should be able to kill my tank in 60 seconds. But that's why you put yourself in those situations, because that's how you're going to learn how to do it. The only thing they're learning how to do is shoot at tanks, not shooting at them. That's what they're working on. That's the big skill development that they're going to have in 10 years. Right? My 10 years of effort put me in a place to be a 10 times better bullet deflector, a 10 times better shooter, while being shot at even. I'm a 10 times better positioner because I actually position and I don't just sit in one fucking square and say, oh, I'm in the best position. I'm 10 times better of an assister because now I know how to actually front line. I don't just go out there and fucking die like I did 10 years ago when I started. But like I said, I was also putting myself in tough situations just to see how good I could do, knowing that I was giving my best, but situationally, I was likely in a deficit of a situation. I'm probably going to lose. There's that. Whether you want to see the silver lining or not, the cloud is there. Guy wasted a missile. That's what you get for showing up late. Fucking idiot. He said World of Tanks have been giving me bad lobbies. Yeah, because you're one of the only people in the community that still try to play the game. And the game needs that to be a game. If they really just Overwatched, they would have no... What kind of game would they have? No game at all. The reality is whether you want to realize it or not, one player doing anything besides nothing is something that the other players no longer have to do. So whether it was right or wrong, they did something or got some points because of what other players did, right? That's not them doing good. So I say give them a 1 human versus 15 robots ranked mode where they change their level of skill and player base as they climb the ranks. And you will soon find out that these 2 to fucking 10 kill a game players are not even nowhere fucking close to that, because you can't even beat 2 to 10 fucking robots of the worst of skill. 15 of them, different fight, different 1v1s in a 100 square map. You're not a good player. I don't care how much time you have, even if it's only 15 minutes. Your tank is likely capable of killing 1 tank every minute, right? So, essence, you would learn who's the better player, who's the best players, who's the most capable of all other fucking players by how much they achieved in that time frame against the situation that their current rank dictates. It is really not that difficult. The only thing that would make that difficult is these players would learn real fucking quick why they wouldn't be able to show up to these public lobbies and pretend they're 2 kill a game players. And then, most of these players would realize how the game actually has to be played. They'd stop making money off of these tanks that they can just push onto them, because nobody actually knows that the worst of fucking tanks can beat the best of fucking tanks. All it takes is a little bit of fucking teamwork and know-how. It's fucking stupid. It's a waste of people's time. Like, people got on this game 10 years ago and said, oh man, I could spend 10 years of my life here and get so fucking good at doing this. What a waste of fucking life. Nobody be mad that they die first. I'd be dead for. I got a fucking dude said it. You got 44,000 plus matches. Blah, blah, blah. You got a 47% loss rate. Whatever the fuck. However, he said, I don't even care, because that's the one statistic that doesn't really fucking matter. That's the only statistic on there that doesn't directly be dictated by the other players, whether you choose it to be or not. Time survived. Well, I can just kill other players, outlive everybody. I got the best score there. Damage per game. Well, I can just capitalize off of getting piggyback points off of every other player until the end of the game, that I'm probably doing the time survive challenge as well. Guess what? Not that fucking hard, is it? No, but when you have a 2.5, 3.5 fucking minute survive time in any fucking match, and your stats are still 10 times fucking better than they were 10 years ago with the same fucking time survived spent in every match? That's why, like, five minutes, that's my draw line. If it's not to the point where I need to be in the game, I'm over it. The first 3 minutes, that's where you shine, because the first 30 seconds, you can't even really get points unless you're on a certain map or in a certain situation. So for the first 3 minutes, there's 2.5 minutes that you have to, I would, respectfully say that you have the chance to get what your tank could do in 2 minutes time. Say it does 4,000 damage a minute. You have 2.5 minutes to get 8,000 damage in whatever other points that tank could be capable of getting. And most of these players are set. Watch the scoreboard. I'm about to click it. Watch the assist. You'll see so many people with damage. Watch the assist. Okay, they got me that time. Good for yous. You lucked out. 1 point for the humans. We got to give it to them when they earn it. I had a feeling it would be wrong when I was thinking about saying it, but I was hoping I wasn't right, But playing the match, I could feel you could feel, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You could. There's a clear difference between the matches when you got actual support going on, whether to you or from you. There's a clear fucking separation in the style of game that you get. You can tell when people are here playing for themselves. Why? Because you don't have people pushing their participation capabilities. You have people settling for what they can get while having stuff got for them. Sounds like a complacent loser to me. Somebody who's going to get beat by the next one who's probably birthed with already better statistics than that, as far as capability and skill, of the skill goes. You telling me your family's been hunters for thousands of generations, and you think just because you're a good hunter, the next hunter's not going to be a better hunter? Dude, it's not how it works. You're a good hunter because there's thousands of fucking generations of hunting that went on before you, and it's just in your fucking veins, dude. But that's why I like tanking, 100 years of progress. This is not the game to show the excellence of tanks, what they are. People gather around to watch fucking, goddamn Crash Derby matches, right? You're telling me if this shit was safe to do, this wouldn't be a fucking show to watch? And I'm talking, you'd see so much more than just my POV. You know what I mean? Like, this shit would be a fucking hit. But you'd never be able to make an event doing this. You know how hard it would be to find players that would actually play the game like these guys over in the 9 line, where one of them died at? Because there's so many of these 4-line players. There's so many of these 7-line players. You know what I mean? You don't got actual participators anymore. You just got people that'll settle for the points that they can get while people get them points so that they can pretend to be as good as they are. Why? Because there's other people going to do that even if it's not the right thing to do, because they're already corrupt, right? They know that's what they got to do. They want to be better than them. They can't be better than them. That's their only way to do it. So they're going to try to do it, right? Then you got people that like, oh man, that's like me. I'm not going to do that shit. You will never see me overwatching somebody else's shoulder unless I'm actively choosing to back a specific player up. But usually I play on my own, for my own, and I still choose to help them with what I'm doing. Sometimes I make sure I keep the fight away from them just to see what I can do, to still continue that research and understanding of that. These guys suck, man. That's why I wanted to show you what these fucking bums do. They just sit here, man, and get fucking shot because they didn't help the people that weren't getting them shot before. And they think they're the support, or they're the ones that clutch up in the ends. It's not that hard for one tank to beat 3 tanks. Depends on the tanks, obviously, but that's why the platoons aren't 4 or 5 players anymore. They've done, it used to be 5 players to a platoon. Used to be 4 players to a platoon, and now it's 3 players to a platoon. Let's do the Merc 3 this time. You know what? We might as well finally add a couple skills, huh? It's been a long time coming. I've been able to learn, just haven't. Now I got decisions to make. 'Cause I got a few skill points to add in. I don't know. What am I in? Merkva 3. Alright. Probably want this one here. I like having the lesser crew injury. But these 2 are pretty good. This one, I used to like it, but it just don't hit the same anymore. There's a lot better things I can do, because this is like if you get tracked, right? Something like this is all the time, right? something like this. This only happens when you lose a crew member, right? And I just put in that extra 20%. So let's hope that I'm not gonna lose a crew member. Um, let's do that. This one's a pretty good one. I mean, this one. I thought that was the commander picture, but it's the stupid knife thing. It's not stupid. Give credit to the Swiss Army knife. Hell of an talk about something that evolved humanity. You know what I mean? Come on, gotta respect it. All right, boys. Let's make Panda proud. This is one of our personal rides right here. All right, it's gonna hit the budget if we lose this one. So let's not fool off. Oh, okay. Could probably work a little something here. Could probably work a little something here. All right, team. Look, let's try something new. Let's work. Let's communicate. You don't even have to respond. We know I like the airwaves. Anyways, I like to hear everything, or I like to hear myself sometimes. You know, but it works out either way. So, look, some of you go this way, and some of you go this way. Right? Okay. Looks like we got 3 heavies choosing to go right. 2 heavies and a medium because that heavy's a bitch. So I'm gonna be not going left like I wanted, or I'm not gonna go east like I. Don't shoot me. You're the one being a bitch. Now you're a double bitch. You just shot me because I called you a bitch. That's a double bitch move, my boy. Quick to pull the heater out, huh? Okay. Good to know you got one though. Alright, we're late to the party because we weren't going to go this way and then decided we probably should. Oh, fuck, I chose the wrong spot on the hill and this thing can't shoot its fucking enemy's belly button. See? Fucking stupid ass fucking... Who can't go... What kind of fucking madman doesn't want to be able to shoot the ground in a tank? The fuck is wrong with people, man? Oh, you're on a hill. Fuck you. This fucking hill ain't the size of Everest. Come on now. This goddamn trying to fucking tank here. What you thought you was on fucking? And ain't this? They got fucking hills ever. A bunch of fucking sand dunes and shit. Oh yeah, no, them fucking idiots probably were just fucking using the trails already created and paved. None of them were just free-form tanking. They were all fucking structured by the book-ass fucking bots. And that's probably why, if it wasn't for the equipment, we'd all be fucked here. Oh, man. Could you imagine doing that on, like, a fucking Astro van, you know? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that'd be fucking crazy. But we get tanks, and this is what we do with them. Awesome. Thanks, team. Maybe we'll try again next time. Or try for the first time next time. Who the fuck knows? That's why I hate wasting my tanks, man. You take such a fucking amazing tank to a battle, you know? And that's why I've always picked the same tanks, because I don't want to ruin all my tank stats because I got to play a little less aggressive, just because they won't play. They play nothing. Listen, when you got 14 people playing defensively and one jackass playing aggressively, guess what? That one jackass playing aggressively is probably going to die. Now, I'm not going to sit here and argue it's because of the 14 people only playing defensively. But I could also sit here and argue that if I wanted to. Because I don't think that's like a biased who's right and who's wrong there. That's one's better for everybody. The other might be better for the individual. And and that's on both sides for the one. You know what I mean? Because obviously, you helping me survive longer is going to help me. In turn, it's still going to help you, but not the same way. You're already surviving as long as you think is good enough. I'm already surviving as long as I think is good. 3 minutes? I know people that can't fight with their fist for 3 minutes. So, let me tell you something. I'm not doing too bad out here. Alright? We hit a mile on the treadmill. You know, a couple miles on the elliptical. I threw that out. I'm lying. And I ain't touched a treadmill in a while, but I still got it. I'm not 20 anymore, but you know what I mean. And besides fuck, I know my genetics, bro. This is water weight. I'm chilling. I can still lift myself. Could easily crank 10 of them out. What the fuck is you talking? 10 ain't even a hard number for a grown-ass man like me. You should have said like 25. That's how you know who can really be able to just drop down and do some push-ups with it. Because if you practice, conditioning is conditioning. That's what I said many times. You know, I've showed up to places where like, I can't fucking lift a car engine, right? But a couple weeks of lifting car engines, I might lift a fucking small car engine. Who the fuck knows, I ain't done that, but I'm just using that as an example. I don't care to remember a lot of the accolades. I know I've pushed a car uphill before while it was in neutral, and it didn't fucking turn on. I had to push it up a hill. But that was it. It was a small car. It wasn't a small car, but it was like a small little fucking, what do they call them? Little fucking, like, regular 4-door. Oh shit.
Nice shot.
Oh shit, boys, we're gonna get shot by Overwatch if we don't use these hills, and we gotta yank it left. Over the hill before they shoot. Thank you. Let's swing right real quick. They bait in some shots so they're not aiming at other people. And we're out of there. Maybe get a piece of this light tank over here, circle back to the left and deal with them some more. But it looks like they're reinforcing that hill. They might try and take a shot here. They did not. We didn't get there for that light tank, so we'll go for this one.
Looks like that one went straight through.
Then you ran into the wall again? No, I'm T-boning you, dude. Go practice again. Come back better next time, please. That was embarrassing for humanity. Get the fuck out of here. Come on now. This is where we make some money. Why would you ping them? Let them sit there and do nothing against the 3 tanks that got turned into 6 tanks that I didn't want to deal with in the first place. Let me get some points out of these guys while I can. Before you go telling them to go get points that I might be able to get if I do survive this fucking shit show. I don't think I will, but sometimes these guys can't shoot very well, so when they do a lot of auto locking, I know how to drive the terrain kind of well enough to where I'm gonna need that smoke or else I will get shot. That was way too straight of an auto lock chance for him. Do we have that guy? No, he's gone.
We didn't penetrate their armor. We barely grazed them. We pierced their armor. We didn't penetrate their armor.
Light him up! Come on, 4005. You're gonna let this IS-4M beat you, dude? That's embarrassing as fuck. That is actually pretty embarrassing. Oh shit, well that made this a lot easier. Might as well still get the fucking victory hurrah I was looking for. But, the bullet was enough there. Duller. The fire just kind of patronized me. I felt like I was earning that one again. I felt like I was actually getting to play the game a little bit, you know, prove my sack. Kind of took it from me. Oh, you're dead. I'm coming for you. You shouldn't have shot at me. Yo, Duller, you got an angle on this guy? I'll bait him out for you if he's dumb enough to.
We just dinged them.
Oh, here you go. Oh yeah, back off. Oh, you would have got slapped. Up there? What are you? Yeah, yeah, come on. It's just a little 4005 with no health. He's just a window half a health.
No
He's
good.
just a window half a health. I got a 773 gun.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Man, it's not fair. God birthed me with this little gun. Yo, will you peek? One of you. Jesus. Look, I think they know they met their match, which is why they're not playing like alphas anymore. Hold on a second. I gotta change the game a little bit. Make some decisions be made. Gotta make some decisions be made here. Come on now, they're enemies. Get some decision making going on. Nope. Oh, there he went. Look, he was making decisions. He wasn't gonna make a good decision to flank me in any way, but he was doing something. He wasn't just sitting around waiting for points. The 773 knew he was outmatched. I was beating him by myself, and he had the Overwatch to worry about when he peeked me anyways. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Looks like that one went straight through.
Oh shit, my buddy. I tell you, but I got no time right now.
They hit one of our tracks.
I gotta get. Oh. 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 seconds.
Drive on.
For all of the seconds. Yep. Thought you could get me in a blink of an eye, huh? You better not blink again, buddy. Yeet! Give him the little spin around. Mm-hmm. Poof. Oh, he fucking bounced it. I should have threw it sooner. Oh, I wasn't loaded up. Shit. Oh, he hit me.
Bail out. This vehicle
Good
has it.
stuff. Well, look at that. You got 2 people nowhere near anything, and you got 3 people hiding from everything but the base that the enemies already gave up on. Cool. A real representation of skill and capability being implemented here. Nice. Alright, let's move on. On to the next practice. What a waste of people's time, man. That's why I play the way I play, though, because even though I do lose, you know, I'm gonna lose more than I... Hold on, guys. This ought to be good, guys. I've never seen a team hide from the objective so fucking much. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, did my thing die? Alright, well, we're probably done anyways. How the fuck is that turning off though? Fuck. Hold on. It's gonna turn off? There we go. Okay. Check it out. There we go. That definitely won't get noted down.
We're capturing the base.
Definitely won't get sent to some people much smarter than me to know what the hell that was. Okay. Looks like they're stupid. A lot of time wasted for no good reason, man, I tell you. If only people actually knew how to play this game, man. I'm not even gonna give away my stealth just let. I'm gonna just go over here, get a nice little tucky. I'm gonna have to just embarrass some folks here pretty soon.
Enemy is
Hold him
hit.
right there. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna die. Probably won't get the reload.
Lost some ammo, but at least it didn't
Alright, hey, sorry, I'm gonna cut it short here. I'll probably be back on later, but I got some important stuff to do now. It just came up, so I appreciate you, I really do. I hope you enjoyed it for as much as you watched it, and I will be back on later today, probably in like 2 hours, maybe even less. It might just be a phone call and you know, a little bit of minor activity, a little bit of minor stuff. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll be Hey, I love yous. Don't you forget that. Okay? It won't be the last time you get to hear it either. I'm pretty sure of it. But if it is the last time, just know that. But I'll be back on in like an hour, maybe 2 at most. I got some stuff to do, guys. I love you.